Go ahead and kick it on. Okay. Yep. Go ahead and just...
Come out with your hands up. All right, one at a time. You in the first one, gray shirt, walk towards me with your hands up. Come out with your hands up. All right, one at a time.
You have both target construction.
How many people are inside?
You and custody,
No one is left inside? What's up back here? Neighbors are calling in that you guys are breaking in. I'm the realtor. Okay, here we go. All right. I should step back here.
Apologize, obviously, and it's thank you for just going along with it. And
I would have never thought you guys were here for
obviously-
us. I was like, oh, something's going on next door.
obviously a good neighborhood. They're watching out for each other, but so
When I seen a gun, I'm like, no.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Thank you, sir.
I got it.
Alright, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to my teachers, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Barakatham to the hopefully elect. Just back on another video, man, real quick, man. You know, what appears to be 3 Jakes, pretty much, I'm not going to say arrested, but, you know, detained and, you know, because it was assumed that they were breaking into a home, which turned out just to be one Jake being a realtor, just, you know, showing the house off to these other Jakes, man, you know. And this is just an example of them Deuteronomy 28 chapter curses, man, that befalls us as a people, you know, because when you're reading, you know, I'm sure Jake, you know, well, actually the one Jake admitted that, you know, he pretty much thought he was going to lose his life, you know. And, again, an example of the curses, because when you get Deuteronomy 28, and, matter of fact, I'm going to read verse 46. It says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder and upon thy seed forever. Because I had made a statement in a previous video, man. These curses, clearly show you who the real biblical Israelites are. All right, because who do they fit to a T? Again, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right, you know, when you read verses 1 on down to verse 14, it tells you, man, if we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord, He said He will bless us. But when you read on from 15 on down, man, it tells you, you know, if we disobeyed the Lord, then, you know, all these curses could be upon us. And not only that, they will consume us. So again, these curses, who do they fit to a T? You know, I mean, it's obvious, it's clear, man, because these things don't happen to these other nations. And if they do, it's more so affecting the jakes that are scattered amongst these nations, which is a part of the curses. The Lord said he will scatter us amongst these nations. So these amongst these other nations, these Gentiles, you know, for people that are dealing with these curses, man, they're more than likely a jake. All right, they just, again, we've been scattered amongst these nations. So, you know, you have a lot of our peoples that they look like the other nations, but nevertheless, if you're a jake, man, you're gonna feel these curses one way or the other. All right, no matter who you are, no matter where you're at. All right, if you're a jake, if you're a descendant of, you know, our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're going to feel these curses. So Deuteronomy 28 and verse, Deuteronomy chapter 28, I'm going to read verse 16. It says, "Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kin and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out." So basically, no matter where we go, all right, you know, amen, you know, I'm not going to say lucky, but basically, man, we'll be blessed, so to say, if we you know, make it through the day, man, because, again, being that we disobeyed our power and these curses consuming us, man, you know, you ever see it ever seems like you just can't catch a break in this world and in this society. All right, you know, this is why, man, you know, because here, you know, here it is right now. We're in this time where our enemies rule over us, you know. And like it tells you, you know, Job 9:24, the earth is being given into the hand of the wicked. So basically, as of right now, you know, the Lord allowed these devils to pretty much have their way with us, so they can, you know, do pretty much whatever they want with us, you know, and we can't do a damn thing about it. Another thing that the Jake mentioned in the video, man, feeling defeated, you know, which, you know, again, that's, I mean, that can, you know, is pretty much very accurate because, you know, again, you know, Esau, he could pretty much have his way with us, and, you know, we, for the most part, we can't do a damn thing about it, you know. Like I mentioned this before, man, it's only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shemel Shai, we're not completely consumed, you know, because, amen, there's another part in the Bible that talks about how the Lord, he will give us over to a merciless people, man, or a merciless ruler, you know, and it tells you that in this chapter. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Same chapter, Deuteronomy 28. Where is it at? Just bear with me real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 49, it says, "Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young." Because, again, Esau, he's merciless. He doesn't give a damn about, you know, grannies or grandpas. He doesn't give a damn about little children. All right, you know, hey, man, you know, there's videos that have come out about pretty much, you know, Esau yoking grandmas up, man, you know, slamming them to the ground and everything, you know, young kids too. You know, when it comes to Esau, he doesn't give a damn, you know, because he's a merciless people, man, you know. But I'm gonna jump down to verses, matter of fact, I'm gonna read that again. Verse 49. It says, "Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Yeah, because pretty much when the first conquistadors came over here, you know, we were speaking Hebrew. You know, this English language is a broken language. It's you know, this isn't. You see, the scriptures tell you how the Lord, he's gonna basically when the time comes, we're gonna revert back to our natural speaking language, which is Hebrew. All right, the scriptures say, "I will what does it say? I will turn to them a pure language." All right, talking about the Hebrew. But you see, when Esau came over here, part of his raping and robbing our people, forcing his religion upon us. All right, and this very language that we speak today, this is you know, Esau, he shoved this down our throats, you know, and this is a part of us being disconnected from our heritage, right? You know, this is why we're coming back to our heritage, all right? You know, because again, in the kingdom, we're not going to be speaking this broken language, you know, this you know, corrupted language, you know. You know, this is of the tongue of the so-called white man, you know. So, again, because you know, when Esau came over here, you know, they you know, they didn't understand this English language, because again, you know, we were speaking Hebrew when Esau came over here. We were speaking Hebrew, you know. Where was I at? Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. So again, you know, no mercy at the end of the day. Esau, he's a merciless people, a cruel ruler, man. You know, and with that being said, again, you know, they're in the time right now, they can do whatever they want with us, they can have their way with us, and we can't, you know, like the Jake said, man, we just defeat it, man, you know. You know, because a lot of times, you know, Jake, man, you know, they might get hemmed up, and they might not even be doing anything, but it's just the fact that, you know, situations like this where, you know, you could just be doing something and someone else might, because of the color of your skin, may presume something else. They, you know, they may falsely assume something, you know, and pretty much, you know, you know, go to the so-called white man and, you know, send them goons out, them centurions out, you know, and again, you end up getting hemmed up and, you know, put you in handcuffs, you know, and again, you know, it's because if you ever been in handcuffs, man, it's not a good feeling, man. Like I said, even if you ain't doing nothing, man, it's just, you know, it's just a feeling of just defeat, man. Like you said, you know, you can't do nothing, you know. You're not sure what's going to happen, you know. Like the Jake said, man, in a lot of cases, man, you might feel like, man, this might be it for me, man, you know, because I mean, you just don't know. And again, that's a part of these curses. When you jump down to verse 65, it says, "And among these nations shalt thou find no ease," because again, the Lord scattered us amongst these nations as part of these curses when you read on down. So like I said, you know, to the Jake scattered amongst these nations, all right, again, if you're an Israelite, one way or the other, you're going to feel these curses. So you're not going to be at ease, man, you know, because you got a lot of Jakes among these other nations, like out there in China, you know. You got Jake, they look like Moabites, but this clearly, you know, when you look at the spirit, because that's how you judge things. You judge things according to the spirit. And you look at the spirit that's on these Jakes that look like Moabites, right? And how they're being persecuted by their so-called own people, you know. Because you got, you know, the Moabites looking down on these particular Jakes that look like Moabites. You know, I mean, again, this is just an example of these curses, you know. I'm going to read that part again. "And among these nations shalt thou find no ease." So again, man, no matter where you're at, no matter who you are, you could be LeBron James, Denzel Washington, all right, one way or the other, you're going to feel these curses, all right. It says, "From one end of the earth even unto the other." And thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Verse 65, it says, and among these nations, Slakia, verse 65 again. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. So again, no matter where you go, you're not going to be at ease, man. You're not going to be at peace, all right? It's always going to be something. Like I said before, it just, a lot of times it just seems like you just can't catch a break in this world, man. No matter where you're at, Jake just can't catch a break. And it's them curses, So a lot of Jakes, man, they revert to drugs, drinking themselves to death, because of the weight of this world, man. It just feels like it just comes crashing down on our shoulders, man. And it just seems like there's no way out, man. But nevertheless, when you come into this truth, you've come to find out that you got to deal with it, man. We got to deal with it. Like Micah said, it tells you in the book of Micah how Micah said, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Indignation goes into righteous anger. Because everything that we got bestowed upon us, man, we deserve it at the end of the day. And really this is the Lord showing us mercy, because we deserve to be, all of us deserve to be completely consumed. But, nevertheless, yeah, man, it just seems like the weight of the world just come crashing down on our shoulders, man. It just seems like we can't catch a break, no matter where we go, no matter who we are, where we're at. That's why I read in the verses. I'm gonna read it again. Verse 16. It says, "Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field." So, hey, Jake catching hell in the workplace. Jake trying to shop, and you got damn, undercover people stalking. Because as soon as you come into the establishment, man, hey, all eyes are on you just because of the color of your skin, right? That's a part of them curses. These curses, all right. You got the Esau freaking watching you, man. Make sure you don't steal shit. Racially profiling you and all type of stuff, man. We're gonna be cursed in the field, man. Cursed in the city where we're at. All right, and curses, man. It's no joke. Read verse 19. It says, "Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out." So, hey, basically, man, as soon as you wake up, man, it's just like, shit, man, here, another day in this hellhole captivity, cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, hey, Jake, all the time, it happens all the time, man. Jake come home to, a woman, the woman committing adultery on him, and when Jake goes out, man, you're as soon as you leave the house, you're pretty much, your life is in danger. And that's why I get to the point now when you read verse 66, Deuteronomy 28:66, it says, "And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night." So you see, when thou comest in and when thou comest out, man, as soon as you wake up, to the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, man, all right, thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life. So, at the end of the day, we don't know if we're going to make it or not. We don't know if we're going to make it home tonight. We don't know if we're going to wake up in the morning, man. It's just a part of these curses, man. Our life being in doubt, man. We don't know. But if you apply wisdom, right, because these Jakes here, they didn't, lash out or anything. They complied, and that's how, they pretty much handle themselves in order and whatnot, but knowing Jake, man, as soon as they get pulled over by cops, immediately they want to pop off and start some shit and wonder why Jake always wonder why they getting shot down out here, man. A lot of times Jake, man, they're out of line, they're out of order, man. And Jake gotta understand, man. Hey, man, Esau, he is, when the scriptures tell you, man, even when you're doing what you're supposed to do, it makes even your enemies to be at peace with you, man. Because, hey, man, Esau, at the end of the day, he's a punishing rod for Yahweh Shemel Shai. He's a pawn for Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. He's an executioner for Yahweh Shemel Shai. Talking about Esau, And a lot of times, man, hey, man, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he uses Esau in the form of them centurions to execute judgment on Jake, man. So, hey, man, like I said, man, when you apply wisdom, for the most part, when you're doing what you're supposed to do and applying wisdom, you know, hey, because me personally, man, as many times as I've been pulled over, and I've gotten pulled over a lot, man, you know, I've never had a bad excuse, or I've never had a bad situation, man, dealing with the police, man. I've always been respectful, you know, just do what these people say, man. And let me tell you, man, because hey, a lot of times, man, you know, I've been driving. Listen, man, I've driven without a license, suspended license, um, expired tags, no insurance, all at the same time, man. You know, a few times, and you know, the cops they still let me go. That was Yawakal Shemel shot without a shadow of a doubt. You know, that was the Lord, you know, looking after me. You know, because even with that, man, you know, hey, that was definitely Yawakal Shemel shot. But like I said, even with that, I've never had a bad experience with the police. As many times as I've been pulled over, I've never had a bad experience. You know, and again, that's, you know, when you apply wisdom and you do what you're supposed to do, man, you know, it doesn't have to go that far. But again, because these curses, man, you know, and it happens to Jake all the time. You know, you see you see the cops on your radar, man. Your heart starts beating fast. You know, you know how Jake, you know how our people get when with them. You know, when you see them you know, when you see those vehicles or whatnot, man, them cop cars or whatnot, man, Jake, they start panicking. You know, start praying or whatnot. You know, that's the example of this here. I'm gonna read it again. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life. So you see, man, you know, it's all a part of the curses, man. You know, but again, man, this was just a quick something, man. Again, man, you know, when you just, I mean, you can't tell me, or anybody for that matter, that, you know, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians aren't the people of Yawakal Shemel Shah, man, because these curses, man, they fit us to a T, man, perfectly. You know, so with that, hopefully this was edifying, giving all praises to Yawakal Shemel Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yawakal Shemel Shai, Barakathum to the hopefully elect, Lord's will. Until next time, Shalom.